No boys allowed.
No boys. Oh.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Knobs.
N-O-B-S.
And today's knobs are Becca and Safira.
We're knobs, are we?
Nail order bite-sized, of course. And today's special guest is Becca
Hi,
Costello,
that's me.
CEO,
Hi.
entrepreneur, CEO, woman empowerment.
Excellent. Yes, great.
And I thought it'd be fun if we had a little podcast episode where we asked you a bunch of questions.
You do it. I have not seen them. You did send me 2 this morning, but I didn't properly read them. And I certainly didn't think about them. So
Really? I only sent you them because I thought maybe you want to prepare your answers.
yeah, I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
You need to do some thinking. You might want to like refilm this later.
Well, at least you're going to get really honest answers because they're like the first things that come to my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've not got these in any particular order.
Okay.
So they're just a bit random, but we'll just get into it.
Let's do
Because
it.
there's loads. The first one, is there any episodes of your own podcast, Neil on Sunday, that you wish that you could refilm? It's a good question because there's ones that like me and Laura have done where I've watched it back and I've been like, oh, ew.
I don't watch them back. That's half the thing.
Do you not? Have you never watched it back?
A few, but not. I only ever watch it back if Chris watches them back, even though he edits them. So he essentially watches them like twice. So only if it's on like in the background. I don't know. Probably if I went back and watched things, I would definitely like change something because you guys know I'm changing my mind all the time. I think that's a sign of growth in someone. So probably is the answer.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't have a podcast because you'd just be like refilming and refilming.
The same one. I know exactly. True.
Well, I've got a question for you as well, and so does Cameron.
Okay.
So my one was, how old were you when you started Nail Order?
Nail order. I was 32.
Really?
32 when I started Nail Order. But when we started our first business, I was 21.
What was your first business?
The fish pedicures. I think I
I
was
didn't know
21.
that.
Did you not?
No, I didn't know
Really?
that. Amazing.
I think I was 21.
I mean, controversial now, but
I know. 21, 22, something like that. And then when we opened the salon, I would have been 25, 24, no, 23 maybe, 23, 24.
amazing.
Yeah.
I love that. I didn't know that it was as young as 21.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cameron says, do you have a favourite TikTok?
As in account or
No, as in like what
actual
a video
one?
that, content that we've made.
Do you know any content that you guys make that is BTS or like day in the life, something like that? Those are my favourite ones.
Really?
I love watching them. Even though I was there, I love it.
I like watching them back.
Because I'm like reminded of like how fun it is to like it.
Oh, that's so cute.
I love those ones.
Apart from when it's really, really stressful.
Yeah.
Bring you back PTSD.
But nobody else gets to see that part.
True.
Maybe we should just wear the meta glasses all the time so people can see that part.
It's just me like spinning in my chair like,
I'm like, Sophia, what are you doing? Deleting content. My content's so shaky, it's so bad. Laura's going to hate me. Am I getting sacked?
No, actually, the content should be finished. No, it won't. I'm literally so silly. This is going up on Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to be like,
It'll be up and out. It won't be.
no, it won't be.
It won't be. New stuff coming soon, guys.
Okay, let's get to it. So that nail girl says, any tips for a beginner nail tech who's just started in business?
Oh, this is a good one. I think this is one that actually Chris wanted to do a whole episode on. And I think he wanted to do a whole episode on it because we were just interviewing for staff and one of them was a nail tech who was like quite new. We were like, oh, are you planning on like setting up your own place? She's like, oh, I think I'm just going to do friends and family. I'm like, but why? And she's like, oh, I don't have the confidence or like I feel like I need to practice. But you're never going to get enough practice or the confidence unless you put yourself out there. The more, I've always said this, the more people you do, the more people you see, the better you're going to get. You know, nobody's a master at anything until you've done 10,000 hours, as they say. You're not going to get there without just putting yourself out there.
Fair.
So just get out there.
Do you think that like when you first start out that you might make lots of mistakes?
Oh, 100%. Like, well, you're always going to make mistakes. Like, we're making mistakes today of things that we've been doing for years and years and years. But you need to get that practice out there. Nobody starts anything being absolutely amazing.
I think what a lot of nail techs, I think their problem might be that they're scared about if they do make a mistake,
A steak?
if they do make a mistake, it will be delicious. If they do make a mistake, how do they deal with it? How do you react when someone like reaches out to you? And I think that,
but again, like, how are you ever gonna know unless you're put in that situation?
Yeah. You will build your confidence around that when you start dealing with those kind of messages.
For sure.
So.
Yeah, you got to do it first time. You've got to do it one time. So my best advice is get yourself out there. Just do it. Like Nike said.
Just do it. This episode is not sponsored. I've got one from Harriet who says, I thought it'd be good for you to answer this on here because I'm going to clip it up and put it on TikTok. And I'm going to send it to people who ask. But what's the difference between Builder in a Bottle, Synergel and FlexiGel? Okay,
great. So let's start at the bottom. Was it Syner, Flexi and Builder?
Syner, Flexi and Builder,
Okay, so FlexiGel is a rubber base. So if you take a normal base coat, you add slightly more strength, but it maintains the flexibility. You're not going to be able to add much structure with it. Good for, I would say, shorter nails. I probably wouldn't put it on somebody with long nails because they're going to find it, particularly when their nails get wet, that there's still loads and loads of flexibility. It's not going to be particularly comfortable unless their nails were super, super, super strong. But generally, short nails. Next up, I'm going up in strength. We've got Synergel. Synergel sits right in the middle of FlexiGel and Angel. So it has flexibility like FlexiGel has, but it has strength like Builder Gel has. You're going to apply that just in the middle of the two of them, where it's a little bit thicker than FlexiGel, but not quite as thick as Angel. And I would say it really suits all lengths of nails because it is adding that strength.
We get a question quite a lot about Synergel, and it's like, who would you put Synergel on?
I haven't found anybody yet that I wouldn't put it on, to be honest. I would never use it to extend any nails, but we have used it on people here at Nail Order with the shortest of short nails, no free edge, two super, super long. If you go and look at the picture of Envy on the website, that's Laura's natural nails, super long, perfect. I wear my nails pretty long. Synergel works great for me. And then lastly, Angel is a traditional builder in a bottle type product. It's going to add a lot of strength to your nails, but it isn't going to give much flexibility. Strength. So you've got Flexi, flexibility, not a huge amount of strength. Synergel, flexible strength. And then Angel, strength.
We actually said Biab, not Builder in a Bottle.
Well, Builder in a bottle.
Gold Beauty says, if you could change anything about the industry, what would it be and why?
Oh my God, where do I start? I've got to pick one thing. Okay, I'm going to pick something that I think that people wouldn't think that I would say, which is that the thing I would change is nail techs just taking people's words for things rather than doing their own research.
Yeah.
It really, really annoys me. They're like, oh yeah, like someone, like an influencer says something and then suddenly everybody believes it. It's like, huh?
Yeah.
Do your own research and just like put 2 and 2 together and get 4. Don't just like not even add 2 and 2 and just have 4 anyway. Do you know what I mean? Or have 5. I
think everyone's guilty of that, even like not in the nail industry. Just like seeing something on TikTok and jumping on it, like this is for fact. Like when we seen that thing with TPO, where people were saying, "God, it's getting banned in the UK." Where did that come from?
Yeah, that's what that. So to make it a simpler thing, what I would change is people being less easily influenced without doing their own research. Second to that would be the lamp situation.
The lamp.
Oh my God. If we could have one lamp that just cured all gels, that would be fantastic, but it doesn't exist. And certainly not all brands would get on board with it, which is half the battle. Maybe there could be a lamp that could cure all gels. There probably could be, but it would require all brands being on board, and brands are not super transparent. They're very, very secretive and they don't like to collaborate. So that's really a spanner in the works.
I said to Laura recently in a podcast episode that I think that next year we'll start to see brands maybe talking more openly about curing and like being more honest and transparent about lamps. And we won't feel like so much of a stigma to come out and say like you need a compatible lamp. I feel like just now it's difficult to talk about.
It's the biggest barrier to entry. We talk about it in the office every single day. It's the biggest barrier to entry. Like already today I've heard phone calls from customer service, people asking about lamps. We are not in the business of lamps. We are in the business of gels. It doesn't make sense for us to say, no, you cannot use our gels unless you buy our lamp. We're selling you a lamp once every couple of years. We're selling you gels every single month. We want you to buy the gels. I don't care about you buying the bloody lamp. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? it would make so much more sense and it would make us so much more money just to say, yeah, use your lamp. It's going to cure our gels. It's just not the case.
Nail Order Bite Size is actually just like lamp propaganda podcast.
I know, it's really bad. And I hate being that person that harps on about it.
Do you know what I seen recently on TikTok literally a couple of days ago was someone selling, I don't know if Chris can blur out what I'm going to say, but a lamp, but it's not actually that lamp. It's like not even branded as that. And it's just like...
Is it on TikTok?
On TikTok.
I seen that going around for £15. I've seen it.
I seen it and I was like, no.
I have got some TikToks up my sleeve that I just need to just motivate myself to make, and they are going to disprove everything.
That's shocking and terrible.
All of the misinformation is going to be squished. But yeah, I hate it. I would love a world where all brands, like, or a group of brands, or brands could sign up to be part of this group, and there's certain things that we could like just do to make the industry better. And like one of those things would be, right, let's test our gels with everybody's lamps, or everybody's lamps with our gels, etc., etc. And then we can like all go, yeah, okay, XYZ lamp works with our gels, but it's just not a world we live in.
I am literally doing a Laura. I can't read my writing. Not something Nifty Nail says, how would you like to see the nail industry regulated and what would it include?
Well, that kind of actually is a good lead on from that last thing I said. It's never going to happen. It's never going to happen because governments are majoritively controlled by middle-aged men who have no interest in this and just see this as little girls just, just doing pretty things. It doesn't matter. So it's never going to happen. So the only way that regulation can happen is from within. I would like to see mostly regulation around education because that's the easiest one of the easiest ones to implement. And the problem is with education is that people see the word accreditation, they think that a course is reliable and it's going to be giving you factual information. Having worked with like a couple of accreditation companies, I can tell you that is not the case. They're not checking ever. They're not checking the content of what we're saying. They're not checking if what we are saying is true or not. All they're doing is checking that we have hit certain check boxes in terms of the structure of the course. So do we have a lesson plan? Are we doing assessments, et cetera, et cetera? That's all they're checking. They are not checking anything to do with the content at all.
So just that you're following a classroom like schedule
kind
of.
Yeah, so that you've catered to different learning types and you've got a lesson plan, you're assessing them, just very literal, just check boxes. It's nothing to do with the content. So accreditation means nothing. Just because something's accredited doesn't mean that it's good. So if there could be some sort of accreditation company where it was maybe run by one of the SQA, which is like the Scottish qualification people, or an English equivalent, whatever. If it was accredited by them and the actual content was checked, and that would be great. There's always going to be other accreditation companies, but if there was one where we were like, okay, they're checking the content, that would be excellent.
Yeah. I actually had no idea. I wonder if like other people will be the same as me and not know that.
Oh yeah, for sure. Other people won't know that. I've had to explain that to people recently. But again, like it can only come from within. It's not going to come from out with. So and I've been like thinking about something like this and talking about it for a couple of years now. Brands coming together saying that we are, if you sign up to this scheme as a brand, you are agreeing to X, Y, and Z. So you're agreeing to your products being responsibly made, to having your SDS readily available on the website, to your education being like of a certain quality, and maybe having your education verified out with. So whether it goes to one of the other like brands to check, just like things like that, I think would be great. But I doubt there's a world where that could ever happen because brands are so closed and protective.
Yeah, I was going to say secrets have almost passed.
Yeah.
Zoya says, what are your 3 biggest disappointments or realizations after starting Nail Order?
Realizations, you can't please everyone. No matter what you do, no matter how hard you try, no matter how amazing you think your product is and how well it works for you, can't please everyone.
You're still going to have like one person that says, not for me.
Yeah. Actually. But also people just refuse to use the products the way that you want them to use them, which is the way they've been designed to be used.
And it's kind of frustrating because I do see stuff like that on a forum maybe where I'm troubleshooting with someone and someone will jump on and be like, I'm not doing dry prep. I'm not doing that. And I'm like, why not? Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. Disappointments. Product disappointments I kind of automatically go to here. I would say like X-Base, I've talked about that before. Bit of a disappointment. Tinted Tips, bit of a disappointment.
What's X-Base?
So you don't know what X-Base is. X-Base was a pigmented version of X-Gel.
Okay.
That was our first foray into build a gel. There was only 5 colours available. They were super, super pigmented. And yeah, wasn't the greatest product in the world. Although I think there's probably some people watching this who are like, oh, I loved X-Base. But
you don't have it anymore though?
Oh no, don't have it anymore.
Did you ever have a failed product?
Failed?
To be like from nail order.
What do you mean?
Just in your time. Like, have you ever had a product that you made that just it failed? Like, it didn't work? I never heard
There's loads of products or things that we've started that we've not followed through in. But I can't really talk about them in case we decide that we do actually want to do them.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, fair.
Like there's a lot of half-started things.
I guess that makes sense for nail order because you'll never put out something that you're not happy with anyway.
Yeah.
So that makes sense that we'd have failed things because it would just be like something that's slightly off would be failed for you in your eyes.
Exactly.
Becca's a bit of a perfectionist in case.
Yeah, and there's things that get through and you're like, oh, why is that doing that? And why is that not being perfect and stuff like that? But there's always room to improve.
I'm not sure who wrote this. Because it wasn't me, but I wrote me.
Okay.
Nail order has grown and evolved throughout the years. How do you stay ahead of trends?
I will say we try not to move with trends. And that's the best way to stay ahead of trends. Like be trendsetters is more a way to do it. Like so with full cover tips, for instance, whilst there were other brands that there was obviously like really big brand that did it, but they weren't UK based. So UK based, there was other brands that had like bits and bobs, but they were never like massive about it. So when we did full cover tips and we came out with like lots of different styles, boxes, refill bags, everything. I feel like that like kind of started a trend. Same with like hard gel and things like that. So I think the best way to be ahead of a trend is to start a trend.
Yeah. That's so true.
It's kind of impossible with colours. Like a lot of people look at like Pantone of the year to like set the colour, but Pantone of the year is always crap. No offence, Pantone. Love your work, but what are the mocha mousse and magenta, whatever?
Yeah, well, I didn't know it was mocha mousse. I thought it was actually butter yellow this year. So I was like, wow, you're so on trend, but
no,
it wasn't
it's
even.
not. So it's just kind of impossible, like because influencers tend to set trends, like, Hailey Bieber specifically, whatever she gets on nails, everybody wants.
Think about how popular Chrome is with Hailey Bieber. But yeah.
And also there's some things that we are late to the party with because I am pig-headed and I'm like, I don't want to follow the trend. I'm like, I think it's a neurodivergent thing. You like to be different to other people and not follow the crowd. So sometimes I will let that get in the way of just doing something that we should have done.
Can you give me an example?
The etch and prep.
Oh, really? You didn't want to do an etch and prep? I didn't know that.
There's probably heaps of things. Like I could probably think of loads. Clear chrome.
Yeah, clear chrome.
All the things that you sell loads of on TikTok. What else?
I know they literally, but again, they are so trendy. That's why.
I know. I can't think, but yeah, there is stuff.
Okay. Kamina says, if there was one thing that you knew sooner involving your business and this industry, but now you know, what would you have done differently knowing now?
One thing, let's rephrase that to one thing I wish I'd known sooner, because like Chris and I are very much believers in every single decision you've made and everything you've done has very much got you to here. So you can't change anything, right?
Everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason. You kind of need to learn all the information in that exact order. It's like Final Destination. But what is one thing I wish I had known sooner? Probably a lot of the chemistry stuff. Like it's probably not anything specific to the business, but more it's about the chemistry stuff. Okay. Honestly, like I feel like everything that we have done has had to be done in the exact order that it was in. But if I could have had some more knowledge sooner or earlier on in the business, obviously we didn't start with the intention of doing any UV curable gels at all. We would like that for a while. So yeah, I just wish I'd had that a bit earlier on.
Why did you guys decide to do gel?
So obviously we started with the full cover, cuticle oil. And that was for a full year that we only did cuticle oil, but full cover tips, something that we were really, really big within our salon. Chris has always said, oh, why don't you do them? Why don't you do them? Never had like the knowledge to do it. But then doing the cuticle oils kind of gave you that like, oh, I think I know how to like get started with this. So then we did the full cover tips. And then we said we were never, ever doing like gel. We were never doing gel. Stayed firm for like a couple of years.
So funny.
But the customers were demanding it of us. Like we're such a community-led brand that when your customers are really demanding something, and honestly, it made so much sense to be able to offer a complete system from start to finish because we were giving them the base, but then they were having to use other products on top. So yeah, it just made sense. It's not the intention that we ever had. But yeah.
It does make sense because you make the most out of your products when you use all like matching system anyway. So
exactly.
Yeah. On that note, I had quite a few questions about this. Multiple people. This one was from Jan. What are the future plans for nail order and products? Are you going to do polygel or a fiber gel one-stop shop supplier for everything? And I had so many questions about polygel.
Really?
Yeah.
Ugh. That's all I can say. Ugh. Laura and I began our foray into polygel over a year ago now, and then stopped because it's not a product I've ever used, not a product Laura's ever used, and we were just crap at it, and I found it really difficult. I found it really difficult, and I'm like, I'm still struggling. Right? It's not saying never. Again, never say never. Right? But I'm still kind of struggling to see its place. Like where do you want polygel that you wouldn't use hard gel or acrylic? Like where is that gap? Like please like let us know in comments because I would actually really like to know.
But that might be coming from people that maybe have learned with polygel and that's the only thing that they know.
Fiber gel, that's something I've been looking at for quite a while. So I would say just keep your eyes peeled. I am desperately like trying to plan new products now for next year because we've done all of our gel polishes for next year, except for anything specialist, like anything like glitter, cat eye. Well, we've done some glitters, cat eye, etc. We've not done yet. But for the most part, all the main collections are done.
There's been a lot that's come out this year.
There has been so.
This time, like last year, were you bringing out as much stuff?
Oh yeah. We were bringing out heaps, but just very different.
Okay.
Like yeah. So yeah, we've got lots and lots of. We've always got lots of stuff on the go. We've still got like 16 colours to go.
Yeah.
This year.
There's so much.
I
still
know
to launch.
there is actually. We have a lot. I nearly said like more stuff there, but yeah, we have still quite a lot to launch this year.
I know quite a lot of the questions were about those things, but they are launching this week. This week?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
this week.
if you guys are watching today, are we launching Sunday?
Yeah, it'll be Sunday. It'll be Sunday.
So you can head over to Instagram on Sunday.
Yeah, those things you're desperate for, that will be on Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, and maybe my favourite collection we've ever done.
Really?
Winter Solstice. Take that out. Our winter gel polish collection. I love dark colours.
We actually sneak peeked, I think 2 of the colours on Wednesday. But
oh no, we did. One of them was one that I sneak peeked.
The one that was on Cameron's nails.
Okay, and then one I sneak peeked was a
Fudging
heck, I nearly did that again.
It was like me. Do you remember? Do you remember we did the unreleased gel polish giveaway on TikTok and like not even like 2 minutes in, I go, and we're going to be giving away Autumn Harvest.
Yeah.
I literally nearly started crying because I just like fully said the collection name and I was like, oh no, I'm actually so embarrassed right now. I could cry.
But yeah, we have still quite a few things to come.
Yes. So we've got loads more questions, but I'm thinking that we wrap it up and we finish up in another episode.
Okay.
Next week. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us on Knobs Pod, where my fellow knob is. And we'll see you in the next one.
And be sure to like and subscribe.
Like, comment,
and share
subscribe.
this with your friends.
No, not share with your friend. On Knobs, we share with like someone random every time.
Oh.
So you have to come up with someone. Who are we sharing with?
I don't know. What do you mean we share? Oh.
So like, sometimes, like one time I said your pastor, your next door neighbour, your old school teacher.
Your dog.
Your dog?
Mm-hmm. Tell them about it.
Share it with your dog. We'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
If you have any more questions for Bekka, let us know. We can always answer them on Instagram or on the Knobs Instagram page.
Let's do it.
Bye.
Bye.